Hey, good morning. Happy Saturday to you. Welcome to another episode of the Daily Dose, 8 a.m. Yours truly, Mark Avens. If you have not come and joined us before, where have you been for the last 200 and something days, 227 days? Where have you been all my life? Listen, if you're brand new to watching the Daily Dose or even just checking out my content, thank you. Thank you for stopping by. If it's your very first time, if you've been following me for any period of time, thank you so much for following me. And I'm encouraged, just so you know, I do this to provide value, but to be honest with you, I get encouraged by people and the messages. So I wanted to just first, before I jump into today's daily dose and give you 5 golden rules, I want to just express my gratitude. I think sometimes I actually overlook being grateful, truly being grateful for the things that I have, the people in my life, the followers, the friends that are not just in person but also virtual. So thank you so much. Thank you so much for all your support and for all your feedback and just for your willingness to learn and to grow. You know, I think the only way we can get better is if we learn from each other. We learn from people that have done what we may have not done before. And if you have been following me, chances are maybe you're looking for some insight, some advice, some help, ways to improve on your personal fitness journey, just as so many people have before, people that have been across my path in the past really long time. So with that, I have 5 golden rules. Golden rules for staying fit and motivated over the weekend. Now, this obviously can apply not just in the weekend, but because it's the weekend, it's Saturday, and I figured let's just kind of hone in on really 5 things. 5 things, really the golden rules. If you get these 5 things in order, you will definitely have a better chance of success in your fitness journey yourself, rather than struggling or staying stuck or, you know, going down the other direction, which is to just poor health and maybe being overweight and not being able to do the things you do. So let's kind of clear the air. Why do we want to stay fit and motivated over the weekend? Because think about this: if you just did it a couple of days a week versus, you know, thinking about, or just maybe during the week, there's a whole lot of time. If you just do that over the course of your life, you're thinking about like 20% less of your life, 30% less of your life that you're not pursuing being healthy and fit, right? And I'm not saying it should be perfect. You want to enjoy life and live and all that. But I have 5 golden rules. So let's jump into it. And we're going to do, this is like a 2 for Saturday because we're doing a live training at 9 o'clock. I have that ready. That's a little bit more formal. I'm going to go live in the Zoom, come through, and I'm going to post it through Facebook so that way I can have it recorded. But I'm going to be sharing with you 10 ways to eat more and weigh less at the same time. So number 1, I wrote them down and they're in there as well. Number 1, make exercise easy. So, okay, that can be kind of interpreted in a lot of different ways, but making exercise easy, all it means is not that you want the exercise to be easy, but you want to enjoy it. So I think one of the struggles that I know a lot of people have is, Mark, I just don't like the gym, or I just don't like doing weights, or I just don't like this, or I don't really like to walk. I don't really want to run. I really just don't like to bike ride, right? So making it easy is to think of things. Now you're maybe thinking to yourself, Mark, I'm just not in shape enough to do really any of those things. And I would say is to you, okay, getting started is something. So you have to just pick something, try. Once you're able to try, maybe even try some different things. Maybe even if you suck at tennis or have never played before, is to getting out on a tennis court. Maybe it's for going for a walk in some trails. Maybe that's your deal. Maybe walk on the beach, maybe going for a swim, but definitely going and trying. But the thing is, you want to make it easy. In other words, you want to make it like, my wife right now is walking the dog. Now, I don't consider that part of our exercise. It's just an activity, but we enjoy doing it. It's something we do on a daily basis. She just took the dog out. She also goes for a walk with a friend, or sometimes her sister, sometimes her friends, and she goes out. Now, that's a little bit more for exercise. It goes for a walk, but it's easy, and she's going to do it, and she'll burn some calories, and it makes staying fit and motivated. Now, I'm not telling what's going to get you in amazing shape. I'm telling you basically what will help keep you fit and keep you motivated, not just in the weekends, but also during the week. So really, number one, most important, is pick something exercise-wise you're going to enjoy. If you need some help, just reach out to me. I've done a lot of different things exercise-wise, and I would say, hey, if you're not too sure how to start, reach out to me and we can talk about that. Number two, you're probably trying to figure out, what do you mean stand up? Well, think about it now. I'm sitting down right now, and let me ask you this question. Do you feel that you're burning less calories or more calories when you're standing up versus sitting down? Like, just through the day. Let's just say if you had a job and you had a desk job where you were sitting for 8 hours a day versus standing for 8 hours a day, which do you think would burn more calories? Ding, 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 ding. Of course, standing is going to burn more calories. It's going to actually also encourage your postural muscles. You know, you have those muscles. Obviously, you have your regular muscles. You need to work to lift and move things. But you also have these other muscles. They're called your postural muscles. And they actually work, believe it or not, when you're standing. When you're sitting and supported, you're not really utilizing those muscles. So guess what? Your body's not really asking for energy to be able to use those muscles, right? So it kind of relaxes. Why sitting on the couch is really not a great exercise, but just standing, right? So stand up. Yes, in the weekends, and I know you're like, Mark, I've been on my feet, I'm up and around. Sure, but if it means just getting up, going for a walk, even if you want to watch a show, maybe stand up while you're watching. Allow your postural muscles to work for you. So that's number two. Number three, stress test. You've probably, now if you're, I don't know what's on my eye here. Maybe it's some of that stuff. I feel like I got like a bump or something here. It looks like doesn't it look like that? Let's see. Anyway, maybe it's just wrinkles. Am I getting some wrinkles? Oh, need to get a little tighten up there. So no, sorry about the distractions. Number three, stress test. So stress test, you may have taken a stress test. And what do they do in a stress test? Now, I haven't had to take a stress test before. Well, they get you on a treadmill. Typically, they put your electrodes, they test your heart, they get you on an incline, and then they jack up the speed. Well, what are they doing? They're stressing your body. So you want to stay fit and motivated on the weekends. Another thing is to actually keep your body stressed, not a sense like I'm stressed out because I watch the news all the time or because we don't really know what the president outcome is. And I'm not talking about that kind of stuff. I'm not talking about mental stress. You have to put a stress on your body if you want it to change. So if you're actually exercising and you're just going through the motions and you don't really feel anything, you're like, I know it's good for me, so I'm just going to do it, and I don't really know if it's right. Like, you're probably not stressing your body. A lot of times people get in trouble because they do one type of exercise and they never challenge themselves. They never stress themselves. So I want to stress the importance today for you is to stress your body. You have to challenge it if you want it to change. So that's number three. Number four, partner up. Now, partner up can mean a bunch of different things. Partner up can first mean to have a partner. And like I told you, I don't know why, sorry, I have like this stuff. You know, you get up in the morning, you got the stuff. I wear contact lenses. I actually wear them at night. They're pretty cool. And I get the stuff in my eyes. I feel like I have like all kinds of crust all over my eyes. So, so partner up. Back to that. Let's partner up on the weekends. I had mentioned my wife's going for a walk with somebody. Well, she's encouraged and she's helps to be motivated because she knows she has to meet with somebody. So making an appointment with a friend at the gym. Another things is people partner up with a coach because they know if they don't do their workout, they got to check in with their coach. If they do their workout, they got to check in with their coach. Regardless, they have to check in with their coach and their mentor who's going to keep them on the right path. That's accountability, right? And support. So the helpful support, if you want to stay fit and motivated on the weekends, make sure you may have to invest in some support. Maybe you have to invest in a friend that you're going to go pick up on your way to the gym, or you're going to meet at the beach at a certain time, or you're going to invite them over in your backyard and you're going to do a yoga class, whatever it is, right? That's the kind of support that you need to partner up. And when you partner up, it makes it better. Like today, even though my wife's going for a walk, I believe the two of us, we don't get to work out together because our schedules are different, but we typically will try to get to the gym together, or we'll go for a nice long walk, or maybe even a run together. And that's something we enjoy. Again, it comes back to that enjoyment, making exercise easy. Well, it's easy for me to want to exercise with my wife because I love seeing her taking care of her body and her health. That's number four, partner up, right? And if you don't have, like if you're single or divorced or separated or whatever, is to find somebody, even a support network, right? I would say even beyond just just the social kind of a network, is maybe you have a neighbor who really could use, to partner with you, and maybe you could be that inspiration. I'll tell you what's really cool is when you become the inspiration for others. In fact, so many of my clients are ending up becoming inspirations for others. And guess what? That helps them stay fit and motivated, not just on the weekend, but all throughout the year. And then number 5, which is the most important one of them all, most important. This is truly the absolute most important. You got to love yourself. I think that's probably one of the toughest things for people that I've seen in the years that I've been working with people, is to love yourself regardless of what the number says on the scale, regardless if you screwed up your diet, regardless if you didn't really exercise, regardless if you have an injury, regardless if you can't really stand to look at yourself in the mirror, regardless. It's something that, and I say regardless, and because when you start to love yourself, you start to realize that you're more valuable than what the scale says. You're more valuable than maybe a bad meal, or choosing something that wasn't so clean, if you will, or maybe deciding that, I had a stressful week and I just don't feel like exercising. At the end of the day, if you can wake up in the morning, and maybe even at the end of the day when you put your head down, it's easy to say, I love myself in the morning. And I'm not talking in a narcissistic way. I'm talking in a value added way. I think one of the tough things is people don't feel valuable enough to take really good care of themselves. Why bother? Like, why bother? I'm not valuable. I don't have any friends. I don't have, I'm not in a relationship. I'm a broken marriage. I have this. I'm overweight. I've been overweight forever, and I don't feel valuable. Just so you know, in the eyes of God, you are extremely valuable. Whether you have faith or not doesn't really matter. The thing that matters is you have to realize, if you can wake up in the morning, it's something that helps me put value to love myself. Because here's what things, when you realize where that love comes from, and you realize that God only made one of you, and you realize that He made you, He knew everything about you, He knit you together before you were even brought into this world. He took the time out to make just one of you. There's only just one of you there. How valuable is that, right? And we can get into a whole nother faith discussion, but I just want you to go into your day, the Saturday, and maybe your week sucked. Maybe you let yourself go with that. Maybe you didn't exercise. Maybe you've had just discouraging moments. Maybe your job sucks. Maybe your relationships suck. Maybe your parenting skills suck. Maybe it all sucks right now. But you can wake up each morning, and you can even put your head down on the pillow at night and realize that you are so much more valuable than all those things. You're worth more than all of your disappointments, worth more than all of your mistakes, worth more than all of the extra weight that you put on over COVID, worth more than so much. You are infinitely valuable. Just if you go into knowing that, not only will you stay fit and motivated over the weekend, you're going to stay fit, motivated, and healthy knowing how valuable you are. So the last most important thing is number 5, to love yourself. And listen, sometimes it requires, sometimes you don't know. Like, I know there's lots of people who just say, Mark, I'm so disgusted with myself. I'm 52 years old, and I've completely let myself go. I eat like I did when I was in my 20s. I drink like I did when I was in college. I haven't exercised. I've had moms say to me that they haven't really been on a healthy path since when they started a family, and now their kids are graduating high school and going into college and that sort of stuff, and they're just completely at a loss. And I know it's a struggle, and I know it's hard, because that's what I've made my life's work around, helping people get out of that just prison, if you will. It is, you might not be physically behind bars, but mentally and spiritually, and just the self-worth that's not there to you, it's as if you're in a prison. And I would say is I don't necessarily have the key to unlock the prison gates, if you will. They're the prison door for you, for everyone. But I can tell you, as I've helped people get out of their prison, unlock the secrets that really are keeping them from being their best, and putting them into the right kind of attitude, the right kind of way where they not only love themselves, but they're pursuing their best. And that's what I want for you today. So here's the thing. It is the weekend. I want you to stay fit. Listen to these golden rules. Maybe you need to write them down, have those affirmations, make exercise easy, stand up, stress test, keep that body like working hard, partner up, get yourself a partner or a mentor or a coach, And then love yourself. Most importantly, love yourself. That's it. Listen, we're coming back on here. I'm going to stream it live so I can record this, so I have it. A hard copy. This just gets saved to Facebook. But in exactly 9 a.m., and we're going to be going live, and I'm going to share with you 10 ways. We did 5 earlier, 5 golden rules. Now we're going to do 10 ways to eat more and weigh less. And I know that at the end of the day, that's what it's about, right? Mark, I want to eat more. How can I eat more and weigh less? Well, I'm going to give you 10 ways to do that at 9 o'clock Eastern time. Grab your coffee, maybe grab a little snack, because I want you to hear about the 10 ways to help you understand what you can do to eat more, and then you can still weigh less. We're going to go over that in detail at 9 a.m. Talk to you soon. Hope you can join me. See ya. God bless.